a 4x4 cut apart page like this. Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Let's take this and do something simply practical and beautiful. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel, friends. Thank you so much for being here today. I truly appreciate it. We're going to work with 4x4 cut aparts today, and a lot of you have questions about what are cut aparts and where can you find them. Well, you can find almost anything you're looking for at scrapbook.com. I am not sponsored by them, but that is a great starting point when you're looking for something crafty, especially something paper crafty. So head on out to scrapbook.com. Type in 12x12 cut apart pages, 12x12 sticker sheets, 12x12 double-sided papers. You'll find a whole bunch of different things at scrapbook.com. So today we're going to take this, and what we make is going to be simple, but it will be elegant and it will be practical, and it will give you another idea for how you can use these cut aparts. So I'm going to flip to my overhead camera so that I can give you a closer look at what I'm talking about. But y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. So today we are going to be working with 4x4 cut aparts, and 4x4 cut aparts are some of my favorites because they give me an opportunity to make something that I don't make very often on the channel. It gives me an opportunity to show you how you can take these 4x4 cut aparts, and in 3 easy steps you can create something that is giftable, sellable, or keepable. We can start working now on making those Christmas gifts. Money is going to be a little bit tighter for some of us, and being able to not only make but gift beautiful, inexpensive Christmas items to your family and friends will make you feel so proud, so joyous, because we all want to be able to give a little something, but you want to make sure that that little something is actually something that will be used. And I know that this will be used. And no, I'm not using Christmas paper for this, even though this is something that I would give as a Christmas gift. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed. It's going to be one of those all occasion things that you use well beyond the Christmas holiday. But what this is, it's a 5x5 box, chipboard top, chipboard bottom, and then just regular heavyweight cardstock to make the box portion. And on the inside, y'all, we're going to make some of the sweetest little 4x4 note cards and envelopes. This is what I want to show you. Yes, we make a lot of cards and boxes on the channel, but you can never have too many because look at how beautifully this presents. You can sell these at a craft fair very easily. You can sell them on your Etsy stores. You can sell them to friends and coworkers. When I worked in corporate America, I used to sell items like this all the time. So people are always looking for something that's unique and not the norm that you would go into the store and buy. And this certainly fits that bill. This is going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 processes. Very easy, not hard at all. Our cards are 4x4s. They're blank, but we can certainly put something on the inside if we want. And then we have an envelope to hold the 4x4 cards. I have accentuated the envelope with just a strip of washi tape to tie everything into this. And y'all, I think it's absolutely beautiful. These are the things that I really want to share with you. These are the things, not only is crafting therapeutic, it is also good for those of us who might be in a tight squeeze, but we want to be able to give beautiful gifts. If you have a few sheets of beautiful paper, I promise you, you keep watching this channel and you'll be able to take that paper and turn it into some of the most beautiful items out there. So here's what we're going to need to make it. So I have my sheet of cut aparts, and how many you choose to use, completely up to you. This is a sheet of 4x4, and it's the Be Happy collection by Echo Park. And then I have 2 pieces of 5x5 medium weight chipboard. I have 2 pieces of 12x12 white paper. One I'll use for the card, and one I'll use to show you how to make the envelope. Now, you can use 8.5 by 11 to do this project, but however many cards you decide to make, of course, you'll need that many envelopes. And based on the size of my box, you can very comfortably get 8 cards and 8 envelopes in this box. Then I have a piece of 6x12. We'll be using that to cover the chipboard for the box bottom and the box top. And then I have 2 pieces of 12 by 12. We'll be using that to make the box. First thing that we're going to do, y'all, is we're going to take our cut aparts and just cut them apart and decide which ones we want to use. And for those of you who are new to paper crafting, this is exactly what a cut apart page is. It's just a page of images and graphics in various sizes that you can cut out to use in your crafting. It's a very quick way to get an instant embellishment too. And it's also a very quick way to make a card. So I'm just going ahead and I'm cutting out all of my cut aparts because I haven't decided which ones I want to use on the project that we're doing today. So these are all of my 4x4 cut aparts, and now we'll make 2 very quick cards together. So we're going to take that 8 by 12 and let's cut it to 8 3/4, and then we're going to cut 2 pieces from that are 4 3/8 by 8 3/4. So 2 pieces that are 4 3/8 by 8 3/4. Then from this piece, we're going to make an envelope. So we're going to cut a piece at 6 1/2 by 12 to make the envelope. So let's just go ahead and make that envelope while we have it in the scoreboard. So on the 6 1/2 inch side, we score at 1. Rotate to the opposite 6 1/2 inch side. We score at 1. Then we turn it to the 12 inch side. We score at 4 3/8. And then we score at 8 7/8. While I have the scoreboard out, I'm going to go ahead and just score the cards. So on the 8 3/4 inch side, let's go ahead and score at 4 3/8 on both. So let's just fold and burnish all of our score marks on the envelope. And now that we have those score marks folded and burnished, we're going to free this center tab because that will be our adhesive flap. So we go to that intersecting point here and we simply angle in. Then we're going to remove the corner pieces from all 4 sides. And let's do the same thing here. This is how easy it is to make your own envelopes for any project that you're making, whether it's a 3 by 3 card or a 5 by 7 card. So easy to make your own envelopes. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and round the ends because I like the rounded look. You can use a corner rounder if you want. Now I'm just going to bring in a little bit of glue. I'll add some glue right there, some glue right there, and then I'll just run a bead of glue here along the side. And then we can fold up. And y'all, there we have a very simple envelope that's going to hold our card. So let's go ahead and just make that card very quickly. So we're going to take the 2 pieces that we scored for the cards, and we are going to fold and burnish on that score mark. And then we're just going to take 2 cards and use those on the front. I'm not doing a whole lot. I'm just going to add some glue so I can get this stuck. We're going to take this and put it down like this, and then I'll just get it nice and stuck. There's card number 1. See how easy that was? We're going to do the same thing here. You can use tape if you want. And we're going to take this one and put it down right there. And there's card number 2. You can safely make up to 8 cards for your box. So that was step number 1, making the cards and envelopes. Step number 2, we are going to go ahead and make the platform top and bottom. So I'm going to take this 6 by 12 inch piece And I am going to cut 2 6x6 squares. I have already added double stick tape to the back of my 5x5 chipboard pieces, and I am going to remove that double stick tape. And now we can take our 5x5 inch piece and we're going to put it down like this, and we'll take that second 5x5 inch piece and we'll put it down like this. Flip it over, get it nice and stuck. Now I'm going to take my stylus, press it against the chipboard, and press down into the paper to get a nice crisp score. Again, this really is some easy peasy paper crafting. We are on step number 2 of 3 steps. So I'm just going to take this and start training my paper to fold over. Then I'm going to take my finger blade and we are just going to miter these edges here. And my glue is handy, so I am going to take my glue, place my glue on these 4 flaps and fold them over and stick them onto the chipboard. You can do this with tape as well, but like I said, the glue is handy, so that is what I'm using. So we're just going to take this, fold it over, and stick it to the chipboard. So just really working that stick. There's a little waxy coating on the paper that I've chosen to use, so I am really going in there and working my stick to make sure that I have everything nice and stuck. Alright, so both are done, and I'm just going to go along the edge to really just make everything a little bit neater and square everything nicely. So I'm just using my bone folder to go along that edge. It just really helps to give it that nice professional finish. Alright, so let's set these to the side, and then let's do our last step of the 1, 2, 3 process for making this. So I have my 2 pieces of 12 by 12, and we're going to cut these 12 by 12s. We have 1 piece that we're going to cut at 10 3/4 by 10 3/4. And then we're going to cut the second piece at 10 7/8 by 10 7/8. Then we're going to score both pieces at 1 1/2 and at 3 on all 4 sides. So that's 1 1/2 and 3 on all 4 sides. 1 1/2 and 3 on all 4 sides, both pieces. Then we're going to take both pieces and fold and burnish all of our scores on both pieces. And I'm using a heavyweight cardstock, so that means that I don't need to add any chipboard to the sides, because by doubling up the way that we're doing here, we'll be folding this over onto this. That's going to give me a very sturdy box. And then once you have both folded and burnished, you're going to go up to that second score mark and drag straight down, because we want to free this tab. So now on both sides of that tab, you can angle and angle, because you want it to look like that. Then we can angle here, angle here, and then reduce this piece. Let's do the same thing over here. So we've already angled. We're going to angle here, and then reduce this piece. Same thing on this side. We go up to that second score mark and we drag straight down, slide over to this score mark here, drag straight down, because you want to free that tab. Then we'll angle, and we'll angle on both sides of that tab so it'll look like that. And we angle there, there, and there. Same thing over here. So let's angle, and let's reduce. All right, so then let's go back to these edges here and make sure that they are all angled. And I'm talking about the outer edges because it's going to be easier to fold these over if we have that slight angle. So I'm going to take my glue, and I will be putting this together with glue, and I'm going to put glue on all 4 tabs. Then I'm going to take that glue and just smoosh it around, and we can get that nice, tight, crisp corner. We'll do this with all of them. Let's just smoosh it around a little bit, and then we can get that nice, tight, crisp corner. Get a nice stick there. I'll go on the inside and just work that stick. Now I have my glue there. We'll do the same thing. Let's just smoosh it around, get it stuck, make sure those corners are nice, tight, and crisp. And then let's do the same thing here. And let's get it stuck. And I'm going to fold these backwards because now I'm going to take some glue, place some glue, and then we fold them in and we stick them. Now I like to use glue here when I'm not using chipboard because it really does help to add some extra firmness to this. When that glue hardens, it helps to make the sides of the box a little stiffer. So I am just going to go in and get this stuck, really working that glue. Do the same thing here. Fold over and get it stuck. And here, just fold over and get that nice and stuck. All right, so I have already done the other box part, and we're going to take these two and just join them together like this. You want to make sure that your boxes are going to fit. Now that they do fit, we're going to take this one, which is the bottom, and we're going to go ahead and put on this platform. And the way that we're going to do that is I'm going to take just a little bit of tape and put some tape right here in the middle because I'm giving myself a little bit of tape and glue wiggle room. Let's peel away the tape backer. And now I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to make sure I have a good bead of glue in my edges because I want a good stick. And I just got a little bit sloppy with my glue, but I am using Reptile and it will dry clear. It'll have a little bit of a sheen on that clear drying, but it will dry clear. So now I'm just going to take some glue, place some glue here in the middle. We're going to take this, and when we put it down, we're going to put it down, but because we have that glue, it's not going to stick immediately. And what we're trying to do is we want to make sure that the platform that overhangs is even on all 4 sides. That is what you want. So now I'm just going to use my bone folder to go in, and I'll go around those edges and we'll work that stick like that. There's the platform, and it seems to be fairly even on all 4 sides. So now we're going to take the lid, put the lid on, and now I'll take this piece and do the same thing. So I'm going to add just a little bit of tape here, peel away the tape backers. Then I'm going to take my glue, put some glue here in these corners because I don't want them coming up. And then I'm just going to add glue all the way around like this. Then I can take my top, put it on, and to make sure that it is an even fit, I'm just going to stand it up and just tap it as I go around, and that helps to make it even with the bottom. So now I can lift off. We can go in and work that stick and work the stick on the inside. And so now we can take it and put it on our box, and you can see that we have a beautiful little platform box, top and bottom. I am going to find a cut apart that I want to use on the top, just as a little decorative piece. And I think I'm going to use this one that says Pure Honey. So I am just going to take a little bit of glue, not a whole lot, put that glue in the middle, and then I'm going to position that on like that. And then I have some bee-themed washi tape. I'm just going to tear off a piece. We're going to put a piece right there, tear a piece, and we're going to put a piece right here. For those of you who aren't familiar with what washi tape is, it really is a low-tack decorative tape, but we can make it permanent. You can add some glue underneath this as well, but I think that that is adorable. Now I'm going to bring in my envelope because I want to add some washi to it as well to tie everything in. So I'm going to take that envelope, put some washi along the bottom, trim out, and trim out here. Then I'm going to fold my flap, and I'm going to take that washi, and we're going to put that washi right there. Open, tear this, and then I'm just going to trim my washi to match the shape of the envelope, the roundness. And I'll do the same thing over here. Now, isn't that cute? We have a very cute set that we can gift, keep, or sell. And y'all, this is really some high-end looking paper crafting that you will be proud to give to anyone, that you will be proud to sell to anyone, and that you will be proud to keep for yourself if that's what you choose to do. So then we can take our envelope, put it in, we can take our cards, put them in, and you can see that they fit. We can take our card and put the card in the envelope so that you can definitely see that we have a fit here. We can close that envelope. Beautifully coordinated little set. And we made it in 3 simple steps. We made the box. We made the platform for the box. And then we made the cards in the envelope for the box. Super, super easy. Didn't even take much in the way of supplies. We used a cut apart sheet and some white paper and then some heavyweight cardstock. You have this. You can do it. And you will enjoy doing it. So I have brought the first one back in because I want you to see just how beautifully these present and just how happy they make you to look at them. Remember, we can start making our Christmas gifts right now. They don't have to be Christmas themed, but we can get a jump on Christmas and we can get a jump on the cost of Christmas crafting by crafting right now. So I hope that you have enjoyed this fun, quick, and easy way that we can make a beautiful 4x4 note card set in 1, 2, 3 easy steps. If you have enjoyed this video, and I certainly hope that you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, all day, every day, this is what we do, and this is how we do it, and I promise to bring you some of the best and most economical paper crafting in the YouTube universe. So hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload a new video. As always, my beautiful crafty friends, please be safe, be kind, and be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.